But there's a third thing that I said at Stanford University, and it came to the issue of the day of Pentecost being the great destroyer of American and worldwide sociology. Every cultural norm was destroyed on the day of Pentecost. They were all wiped out. The disciples could not be more demoralized. They could not be more confused. They barely had 3.5 years to prepare to become a global enterprise when their master left. And though he made a grand exit, where 500 of them saw him go up in the clouds, which just has a way of convincing you, they are told to wait in Jerusalem till the power. Wait. The hardest thing for the human spirit to do is wait. American Airlines taught me how to wait. We're leaving in 15 minutes. 15 minutes goes by. We're leaving in another 15 minutes. They should have said, we're leaving in 2 hours, but I'm going to break it up for you into 15-minute psychological adjustments. You lying dog. The Americans said, you can't handle the truth. Now, the day of Pentecost arrives, and they began with 500. 500 people saw him rise. 500 people began the journey to wait for power. 380 left. How did they feel later? Yep. Boy, man, did you hear what happened to us after you left? Man, these flames appeared on top of my head. You know, when your head's on fire, people get out of your way. How many of you know people get out of your way if your head was on fire? Now, Margaret Mead said that Christianity is a cultural phenomenon. It is not global or international in its essence and in its birth. Even though it's been sold around the world, African culture has been sold around the world, doesn't mean it was not from Africa anymore. Mexican culture, Mexican food, which we're going to have at the marriage supper of the Lamb, has, gloria a Dios, has been sold around the world, but yet you say Mexican. So basically, she said, Christianity is a Jewish cult. That's where it came from. That's what it always will be. But she didn't realize that just as enthousos, koinonia, the third sociological disease to be destroyed on the day of Pentecost is a word called ethnocentrism. Ethnocentrism is why Americans don't know geography beyond America, and why beauty pageant blondes will get up and go, we all need maps so we can see where the rest of the world is. And that video went viral. But it was ethnocentrism. We don't know anything but ourselves. So Margaret Mead said, it is circumstantially based. It is, sociology doesn't make for that kind of instant intimacy. And thirdly, it is one culture. So Christianity wasn't really in business until God made sure that a representative from every known nation of the world was in Jerusalem. Man, that was big right there. Wait. I'm going to walk in again like I hadn't even preached yet. There were in Jerusalem on that day people from every nation and tongue in the world. And instead of being fizz from a fireplace, the fire of God fell. Help me, somebody. The fire of God fell, and they all fell out of the 120 were out on the street, and they're shouting at the top of their lungs with flames over their head. And they not only matched every dialect, but their accents and their local colloquialisms, and they said, how is it possible that we're hearing them speak in our language? And I looked at the Stanford students, because Christianity is real. Somebody, this is real. We are not fools. We are not delusional. We have met him. He is alive. He rose on the third day. The Holy Spirit came